Ladies and gentlemen, we want you to stand and we want you to make some noise.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go racing here at Knoxville.
Only the best go 3 abreast.
It is show time at Williams Grove Speedway.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here at Eldora Speedway, it's showtime!
You've got them for a rep. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
It's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
Set to do battle for 30 laps. The green flag is waving.
Hello again. Welcome in. It's MRN's Wing Nation Weekend, setting you up for the big race weekend. We're presented by Hefner Racing Products, and we do have a big weekend coming up indeed. Headliners include the Arctic All-Stars, not once, not twice, not 3 times, 4 races in Pennsylvania. Wow.
Awesome.
Batten down the hatches on that.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you what, that's going to be some big stuff. And
I know. We always make a big deal of the Outlaws going to Pennsylvania, but when the All-Stars are there, it's a pretty darn good show,
especially
too.
this year, too, because the All-Stars are just loaded for
Yep.
bear. I'm telling you, we've talked about what the All-Stars, the tour is just stout.
Yeah.
And they're going to roll into Pennsylvania. I know everyone makes such a big deal about their for whatever it is at Williams Grove, okay, and that's fine. There's twin 20s at Williams Grove, and I'm telling you, with the cast of characters the All-Stars are coming in there, that 04 could go away in a heartbeat. It really could. The All-Stars, this is a stout group of All-Stars this year. World of Outlaws, they're up in South Dakota and in Montana, big sky country, as they head west. You're going to go out and see my buddy Beitler out at Skagit here in a few weeks. This one here, just, my gosh, wrapping it up at Knoxville. The season finale is this weekend at Knoxville. What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I know, so depressing.
Yeah, where did time go? I mean, I get it. I understand it. And Knoxville runs a short season. I get that. We always say, once Knoxville gets running, then we're all hands on deck. Well, you know what this means.
Once they end.
It's just a matter of time. There's some other championship nights and things like that coming on. So Knoxville's going to wrap it down. And I want to talk about this a little bit later on, too. The IRA bumper-to-bumper sprints, Dodge County Fairgrounds in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. I'm going to get a chance to go there and see those guys and gals race. And there's some good stuff up there. They got a great point battle. We'll talk about that as well. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to step away. Now, we talked about the World of Outlaws. They're going to South Dakota and Montana. But really, previewing the World of Outlaws with this guy is previewing what at some point is going to be that career first win.
Oh, yeah.
Because I am telling you, Jacob Allen is not knocking on the door. He's kicking it. He's knocking. He's headbutting it. He's beating the crap out of the door.
Yeah.
And it's only a matter of time before he knocks it down.
No, he is so close.
So close and running so well. So we're going to step away. When we come back, Jacob Allen from Shark Racing, he joins us.
No matter what or where you race, Hefner Racing Products and HRP Wings has you covered. Built in the USA, HRP is the manufacturer of the original recessed rivet wing, including their premier Shark Wing series, as well as the new Racer Series Sprint Car Wing. Hefner Racing Products wings are available for sprint cars, mini and micro sprints, winged outlaw karts, and junior sprints. HRP is the leader in mule conversions, manufactures and sells a full line of sprint car components, including Nerf bars and bumpers, front axles, precision laser cut chassis building tabs, brackets, tubes, and spuds. HRP has the absolute largest selection of trailer and shop accessories available to sprint car racers. When it comes to setting up your trailer or shop, HRP is the choice for the best in trailer and shop storage and organization accessories. Hefner Racing Products. Visit them and shop online at hrpracing.com. Now back to the Wing Nation Weekend Podcast, presented by Hefner Racing Products.
Welcome back. It is MRN's Wing Nation Weekend, presented by Hefner Racing Products. Erin Evernham. That's easy for me to say. Erin, whatever her name is. That girl over there. Erin Evernham and Steve Post here. And let's go to the, remember our friends at hrpracing.com, www.hrpracing.com. Let's go to the hotline. Joining us now is a guy that is knocking on the door to that first win. Going to be racing this weekend in South Dakota and Montana. Shark Racing, driver of that 1A car. Jacob Allen's on the line. Hello, Jacob. Welcome back to Wing Nation.
Hey, What's going on? Thanks for having me.
Well, we're hanging out watching you drive the wheels off your World of Outlaw sprint car is what we're doing. You have just, I mean, you have got to just be pleased as can be with the performance that you've had really over the last couple of months with that 1A car.
Yeah, I'm really happy about it. It's been a lot of fun. You know, I've had podium finishes, you know, in the last few months and ran a few seconds now. And I think after that last second, I think it's starting to sting a little bit. I think if I'm ready to win, it's now more than ever.
Jacob, why does this last one sting? I read that you said that in the interview after the race, but why this one? I mean, they all have to sting, but you have to be pleased at the same time. But why this last one?
I just really believe that, like, all night long we just made the right decisions, and I just thought that with the racetrack being slick and it being a little tricky, I thought my car was set up, you know, just right for the racetrack. And I was telling somebody before the race, the one person I know I'm going to have to keep up with is the 15, and I was just keeping up with him really well, and I thought there for a while I was better than him. In the last few laps, he was definitely a lot better than me, but I just really believe that was it, and it just I was happy about it, but it just kind of I had a little bit of a heartbreak too.
I can understand that. The only consolation you have is like everyone else, finishing second to Donnie. Everyone else does it all the time too. I mean, but man, I'm telling you, it was a great run. That's for sure. Another great run along the way. Jacob, I think. Have you guys put extra energy and effort this year on qualifying? Because it seems like you're in a lot more dashes. You put yourself in a lot more spots. Is that an area where you focused, or is that an area that's just kind of naturally happening pretty well for you guys?
I mean, I just think that our motor program got a lot better this year, and Michael Newman, who builds our motors, all year long, he just gave me like a great motor on a big track or a small track. I just think it just comes with experience on being out on the road and also us working hard each week throughout the week in the wintertime. Like, we prepared for this, and watching a lot of Dirt Vision too. You know, before you go to these racetracks, you can kind of see, you know, where they were fast before in qualifying. So I just keep that all in mind and pretty much just go and give my best each time, and it seems like it's been working out.
I'd say it's working very well. Jacob, talk about what it's like as a driver now to just emotionally, when you get to a racetrack, you now, for a lack of a better term, you know you belong. You know you're this close to winning. You are one of the World of Outlaws drivers. But talk about the transition, because when you start with the Outlaws, you're like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? You know, just talk about how your confidence has gone from when you first started running the Outlaws till now when you know you're a contender.
Yeah, really, when I first started out, now looking back on it, I don't think I really understood anything about it. I mean, I just kind of started racing as it was in general, let alone go out and be a World of Outlaw. I knew what being a World of Outlaw, like, you know, Steve Kinzer and all the history behind it with my dad and stuff, but I didn't know what it took to work on the road or travel and be on the road or drive as a racer. So every once in a while, I'd have some runs that were good, and it gave me some confidence, but it never lasted, you know, long. It would happen, and then I'd get a little confidence, and then I wouldn't run good pretty much for the rest of the year. And now it's been consistent. So I think for the first time in my racing career, I have full confidence each night that I go to a racetrack, and it doesn't matter where I go, that I can contend or be fast at that racetrack. And it really feels great, but you learn the seriousness of it and how much focus and dedication and the professionalism that goes into, you know, being up front with these guys.
That speaks volumes right there, Jacob. I'm always weird about how do you feel type questions. This is not Dr. Phil. This is not a show like that. But I think one of the things that I've been impressed with, and you may have not heard this or may not hear it along the way, but I want your sense of this along the way. We have talked to driver after driver after driver, and your name is coming up more and more and more as we talk to your fellow drivers. You came into the sport so respectful of the World of Outlaws. You get that honestly from your dad. So respectful of the history, the talent, the superstars. Do you sense you're getting that respect back now? I sense it here, but or is that something you don't even focus on? You're just busy doing your day in and day out.
Well, yeah, I do focus on my, day in and day out. I mean, you have to. But respect to me is, everything. I don't want, we're going to compete against each other. We're going to compete against each other hard. But respect with the crews, the teams, the owners, the drivers, the sponsors. I do want that respect, and I want them to see how hard I've worked to get to where I'm at. And I want respect. I mean, I always want to have respect with everybody, and so that means a lot. And the fact that they bring my name up, I mean, I don't think people speak it out loud to me a whole lot, but now that I have ran some good races this year, I realize the support that I have that I didn't even realize before, that people want to see me win, and they're happy for me and seeing me get to where I'm at right now. So that really means a lot, and I'm thankful that those people respect me and feel that way towards me.
Well, you're certainly earning it on and off the track. Jacob, this weekend you head to Billings, Montana and South Dakota. What do you do with the team during these stretches where, you were busy running speed weeks, so midweek shows, you have Knoxville. Now you've got some stretches, some travel. Do you get any downtime, or are you just working focused? What is this week like?
Like right now, it was kind of a long trip from Fargo here. We're in Rapid City right now, but we're getting ready to wash the cars and just get it ready. I mean, we do have downtime when we're done working, but it's just pretty much relaxing and resting up for the weekend of racing. So other than that, it's pretty much just being focused and trying to get my car ready to be right for Friday night.
Jacob, final question for you. Have you you're getting close to your dream of winning a World of Outlaw race coming true. Have you even thought, do you dare think about what that's going to be like? Do you dare think about, is there something you're going to say or do or not? Is it something you've thought about, or what that would feel like?
Maybe a little bit. I just want to do it. I'm just ready to get over that hump and just win one, because I've heard a lot of people say the first one's the hardest one. So if that's true, then I hope that after that first one, I can get a second and third a lot faster than I got my first one. I'm ready to win, and then I want to just keep on winning after that.
Yes, indeed. You are ready to win. That is for sure. Jacob, best of luck this weekend as you guys head west again. We appreciate the time joining us here on Wing Nation, and we can't wait to dial you up after that first win and chat with you about it. But congratulations on the success you've had so far. It's amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and thanks for having me.
There we go. Jacob Allen joining us here. Man, I'll tell you what, there's a story right there.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, what this kid is doing is unreal. Yeah. And the thing of it is, there's times he makes it look easy.
Yeah.
And you think about, wait a minute, I remember the 3 years it took to get here.
Yeah.
I mean, I was watching him a Friday night, and I'm just like, he's just smooth out there.
Yeah.
He's just rolling around. I'm like, wait a minute, this is the same kid, but he's just this close, and it's a matter. And I think he's right. Once he knocks that first one,
yeah, I agree.
Winning is. Boy, there is something that little extra, and especially with the World of Outlaws, and he said that. I think for the majority of the race, or for a big part of the race, I was better than Donnie, but in the last few laps, he was better than me.
Yeah.
My God, isn't that the World of Outlaws story?
Yeah. And to beat that 15 car especially.
Yeah, the 15 car is usually the best car on the track the last 5 laps.
Yeah.
That makes it awful tough. That makes it, you better be long gone by the time he gets to be best on the track, because he's going to bird dog you, track you down, and pass you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think I love the Jacob Allen story. I love the entire story.
Me too.
But Jacob's aspect of this to me is really neat. So.
I think he's an incredible person off the track,
yes,
too.
He is.
I mean, every time we've had him on a show, he is as down to earth and passionate and emotional. I'm a huge fan.
Yes, absolutely. And it'll be a heck of a party when he gets that first win. Heck of a party indeed. World of Outlaw Craftsman Sprint Cars Friday night, Black Hill Speedway, Rapid City, South Dakota, the Rushmore Outlaw Showdown, and Saturday night it's the Brawl at Big Sky Speedway. I love the name of that one. Anytime there's a brawl, that's all right.
Yeah.
You know, Big Sky Speedway in Billings, Montana. We talked about this at the top of the show. The Arctic Cat All-Star Circuit of Champions, 4 nights in Pennsylvania. I just want the beer concession. That's all for one of these weekends. I want just.
You want to drink the beer?
No. I just want to. Well, I'll have a few, but I want a nickel for everyone. That's all I want is a nickel for everyone. Tonight they're at Grandview Speedway. Tomorrow night, the Jack Gunn Memorial Twin 20s at Williams Grove. Saturday, they're at the fabulous Lincoln Speedway. And Sunday, they're at Baps Motor Speedway. And, man, I'm telling you what, I can't even imagine what's going to happen this weekend.
No.
Because, again, as we talked about at the top of the show, the All-Stars are so good, and Pennsylvania is so good.
Yeah.
You know, right now, I mean, there's 5 or 6 guys in Pennsylvania that are hitting on all 8 cylinders, and there's 5 or 6 guys of the All-Stars that are hitting on all 8 cylinders.
I think the All-Stars are bringing as strong as of a team into Pennsylvania as they have in years.
Depth-wise, particularly. Yeah. In the past, I mean, you had maybe the Dale Blaney era where you had Dale and Chad Kemenos kind of in that category. You know, Jack's been around in and out of it along the way, but I'm telling you, there's 6 or 7 deep that could go to any one of those tracks and pick up a win.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't, I mean, you know, we understand the offer at Williams Grove, so if an All-Star guy wins this weekend, there's going to be this, whoa, they finally did it. Yeah. But I don't think it's big-time shock that they're not capable of doing it. I think it's just that they...
So what if a Zierfoss or a McIntyre wins? Who gets the win?
Zierfoss is, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. We're going to leave that to people...
Leave that to the fans.
Leave that to the fans to decide. Can we claim him? Yes, that might be the question this week because boy, there's 2 right there that are rolling. And you look at it, you take, and I don't know what Gerard McIntyre, we talked to him, we don't know exactly what his schedule is, but you got to figure Lincoln's on it because that's where he ran for 10 years. So we'll see. Stay tuned. IRA bumper-to-bumper sprints. Now, I'm fired up about this one, okay? Friday night, Dodge County Fair Speedway, Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. We're also, as a bonus, going to get 360 sprinters.
Oh, look at that. Big
Erin,
night
there's going to be sprint cars. Badger Boy, he's my chauffeur when I go to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Okay, Badger Boy and I are going, okay? But I was just looking at this. The IRA sprints, what a year they're having. And they have got a point battle. Scotty Thiel, Jake Blackhurst, and Jeremy Schultz are within 67 points. Now, I know point numbers are irrelevant. If they're, if it's 1 point to win a race, 67 points is a big deal. There's a big point base. They're all in the 1900s.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this
That's
point base,
small.
it's very, very tight. I think first to second is single digits. And they're all just now throwing haymakers at each other and winning races. I mean, and they're all great racers. So I can't wait to get up there. It's Friday night, Dodge County Fair Speedway, big old half-mile fairgrounds track. Oh, let's let them eat out there. And then the Midwest Sprint Cars, the 360s are going to be there. I'm going to tweet my seat and I'm going to wear you out.
Rub it in.
You'll be wherever you're going to be. Would you say you're going to be?
Hobnobbing in Pebble Beach.
Hobnobbing in Pebble Beach. That's all right.
Fancy and stuff.
I'm hobnobbing in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin.
I'd much rather be.
Yes, exactly.
At the dirt track. Yeah. Don't tell Ray.
Pebble Beach, Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, I win. Absolutely. So there we go. Can't wait to get up there and see that. Knoxville Raceway, the 410 championship. Austin McCarroll has a fairly comfortable lead over the old man. I don't know the numbers, but looking at the points, 360s, Clint Garner, similar situation, and Eric Bridgers just decimated the 305 field. They're going to crown champions this week. Champions
That's
night.
it.
I know. Now they have some flat track motorcycle races in September and the dirt late model nationals coming up. And they're working on some stuff. They're working on some stuff. The little bird is telling me that Kendra's working on some stuff for that World of Outlaw dirt late model champion nationals. That y'all may want to look at that if you're out there in the Midwest. Y'all may want to check it out. I know it's not our beloved sprint cars, but those late models, they put on a whale of a show too. And I think Kendra's working on some of the party aspects of that weekend as well. And if Kendra's working on the party aspects,
it'll be big.
It'll be big, absolutely. So great stuff out at Knoxville. And we'll see how it all goes with wrapping it up here along the way this weekend. Other 410 racing, it's the Mark Keegan Classic at Attica on Friday night. Lernerville, there's the other one. I knew there was Lernerville Season Championship Week. I mean, where did this go? I mean, the problem this year with the rain has just been Mother Nature's just been brutal this year, and I think that doesn't
still
hurt.
August, so it's kind of hard to
exactly.
hear things wrapping up.
And the NOSA sprints are at River City Speedway. Atomic has the Ohio Valley Sprint Car Association. Butler has a regular show. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. The Speed Palace, Port Royal. Devil's Lake has the NOSA sprint. St. Francis County Raceway and Wayne County Speedway. Lucas Oil ASCS National Tour is off. I saw where Wayne Johnson posted something about what do I do on an off weekend? What does everyone do on an off weekend? So I think, Wayne, you need to go.
I'm sure Wayne will find himself.
Yes, he'll either find a race or go grab Paige and take her to a race or an amusement park. I watched Wayne and Paige up at Skagit. I want Wayne to adopt me. That's what I want. I mean,
that would be.
That's what I want. I want Wayne Johnson to adopt me. Wayne, if you're watching this, and I know you watch it all the time or listen to it, Wayne, I'm quiet and I don't eat much. And I don't drink a lot.
No comment.
Easy.
I just said no comment.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So the regional tour, the Warrior region has a race at Heartland Park, Topeka, and our friends at Jackson, they're gearing up for the big 360 Nationals next week. The MSTS 360s are up there, and we shall see what happens. So a lot of great stuff happening across the board. Now, if you're not able to get to any of these races we've talked about. Yes, like you, when you're in Pebble Beach, you know what you can do? You can go to wingnation.com, our broadcast calendar, and find out where all the races are.
At least I'll be on the West Coast, so it won't be a matter of, when they're on the West Coast and I'm on the East Coast, I fall asleep.
You're right about that.
I'm good for the time.
I know it was fun, like when I was out at California, we're there at Hot Laps,
getting results.
And they're like, look, guess who won Williams Grove? Guess who won here? So that is cool.
Yeah.
You got that. You've got
one
that
thing going for me.
You got one thing going for you. Exactly.
Pebble Beach isn't so bad either.
No, Pebble Beach, you probably survive it all right.
Suffer through it.
The Hefner Racing Products, our friends, we had Jeff on here a couple weeks ago. Just all things, just buy from racers. They're just racers, and they've got it all. Whether you need one of the mules, got that right. Okay.
The bulls.
Or a bull or a bear or whatever you want to call it. They've got the mules. They do the retrofit. Even if you've got a bull and you want to get it updated, they can do that.
Updated to a mule.
Updated to a mule. Yes, exactly. And who knows, maybe someday you can get a moose and then you'd really be in good shape. Oh, my. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh, my.
We're derailing.
Yes, we are. Here we go. But I mean, all the parts and pieces. I think it's you walk into a sprint car hauler and you walk into some of them, and it's just crap laying all over the place. Hefner Racing Products, they have all the brackets and shelves and everything. They organize it so that when you're scrambling, you need to get something. Make sure you just check them out at www.hrpracing.com. Coming up on Saturday, it's Wing Nation presented by Sage Fruit on MAV TV. Lee Gross, you and I met Lee up at Jackson last year. Ashley and I talked to him. We talk about his legendary grandfather and a whole lot more. That's Saturday morning on MAV TV.
This has been the Wing Nation Weekend Podcast, brought to you by Hefner Racing Products. The Wing Nation Weekend Podcast is a production of the Motor Racing Network. All rights reserved.